Hello and welcome to Malta. Today we visit the first city built by the Knights of Malta, Vittoriosa, and we will meet them in Fort St. Angelo. We will go for a boat ride to see the enormous fortifications around Valletta's harbor. And me, I will learn how to raise pigeons with Julia and her dad. So stay tuned. In Malta, the first thing you see is the fortifications. They are everywhere around the harbor of Valletta. But as Malta is a big rock in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, you understand why. Because they need to defend themselves against pirates. Their enemies. To visit the harbor, we board Victor's local boat called the Daisa. The boat is 70 years old, and it helped English soldiers come from their ships in World War II. We headed for the Three Cities, where the Knights of Malta lived in the 16th century. Today, there are not many knights left, but they still have their headquarters here in Fort St. Angelo. From here, high up, they could see and hear everything. I would love to have met the real knights. They must have been amazing with all the armor and swords. But the Knights of Malta were initially a religious order, kind of like the Catholic monks. Their first mission was to protect the church, but as the island was always attacked by the Turks, they were great fighters. In 1565, they even fought off 40,000 soldiers from the Ottoman Empire, and there were only 9,000 knights. Today, they don't fight anymore. They spend their time helping the poor. Now that they have stopped fighting, we will ask them about their armor.
See, it is done for the sword, not to penetrate because it's steel, and also it will slip.
There. Now I'm a real Knight of Malta.
Wow.
Further down in Fort St. Angelo, there are more actors from the association Show of Arms. The ladies are dressed just like at the time of the Knights. The country woman is dressed in linen and a straw hat. The middle-class lady has a nice dress with some jewelry. And the noble has lace everywhere. What I preferred was playing old games with the kids.
Pizzi canna dall'orta sontana morini tini biccia pellegrina amare fitto.
Have you seen their funny clothes?
No li sara artistic. And you won! You won! Congratulations!
Built by the Knights looks like, you have to come to Vittoriosa. Not much has changed here, and as there are less tourists, it's easy to meet the locals.
Hello, how are you?
a granny kindly invited us to taste the national drink, Kinny. It's a bitter orange tasting fizzy drink with herbs.
You like it?
You like the herbs?
Now we call her Granny Kinny because she drinks it every day.
You don't need any.
A little further on, some local children sang us their national anthem. In Malta, some people have funny pastimes, like pigeon racing, for example. Andre trains 85 pigeons.
They love it, this.
And they all live on his rooftop in a little pigeon hotel. With all the different colored doors, you may think you are in Ireland. Julia, his daughter, is 10 years old and already races pigeons in competitions.
His name is Sparkles. I've been taking care of this pigeon since he was 7 days old because his mommy was lost in a race.
There are also baby pigeons like this one, who is only 4 days old, so he can't fly yet.
Will you be coming again on Saturday?
I have to check out when
Meanwhile, Andre was selecting the fittest pigeons. He was a little stressed as he had to pick the best 20.
Sebo, oui or no?
How do you know they're fit for the race?
A fit pigeon is usually looking always very shiny. The eyes are shining, the mouth is very pinkish, look at his mouth. The feathers are very silky, can you feel them? And the breast muscle is pink. Usually that's how I know that the pigeon is fit.
And we're off. We have to register the pigeons for the race. Julia and her dad have different clubs. It's more fun to race against each other.
Oh, we need more here.
For centuries, pigeons used to deliver post. Some even got medals during the war. Today it's just for fun, though. There are 23 clubs in Malta, and tonight there are hundreds of pigeons that have to leave for Sicily in Italy. Tomorrow morning they are going to race 140 kilometers back to Malta. Do you want to know if Andre or Julia won? Then stay tuned for the next episode. In the next episode, you will learn why the capital is called Valletta. We will scoot around the beautiful streets and gardens of the upper and lower parts of the city. We will wait for the pigeons to return to Andre and Julia, and you will see that the Maltese love to eat pulp. So stay tuned, guys!